Hey everyone, and Storm here, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.2 Nostalgia Survival. We're gonna go find some animals and bring them back and start a farm, and I wanted to talk about appliances are a scam. Last year, it seemed like every appliance in my house and my grandparents' house broke, and most of them aren't that old. They're only like 3 years old. We had a microwave that the paint on the inside started breaking. Oh, crap. Okay, fire's out, everything's good, everyone chill out. I'm just getting the storm. Paint on the inside was chipping off, and you really don't want the paint to come off because then it exposes the bare metal. And if you don't know what happens to metal when it gets microwaved, you can watch a video on it. It's just freaking sparks everywhere and blows up and stuff. So that microwave was done. So we got a new microwave. The new microwave is less powerful, and you have to press double the amount of buttons for it to do the same stuff. It is the stupidest microwave ever, and it's the same brand. So it has a door sensor, but if you open it while it's beeping that it's done, it doesn't turn off the beep. But it has a sensor on it because it knows if you put something in it and you just leave it sitting there for a while, that you have to recycle the door. So it has a sensor on the door. Bye-bye. Uh-oh, don't blow up my property. No! Heck, you creep. I'm getting some wood for some fence, and then we're gonna go out exploring. It beeps so freaking loudly and so many times. I just want the freaking thing to shut up. We have 2 iron. We could shear some sheep. Oh my gosh, I can't drag click. Oh, it's so sad. We can split stacks. Okay, so that's probably what we did back in the day. The other really stupid part about the microwave is instead of just punching in numbers and then hitting power level and start, you have to hit time and then punch in your time and then hit power level. It's like, why do you have to press so many buttons on the new microwave? It makes no sense. Okay, chicken, I would kind of like to take you back because we need feathers for arrows. You don't see it? Do you like wheat? Oh my gosh, this is before the seeds. Holy shoot. Oh, other chicken. Other chicken, join me. Join me with the nice Minecraft music. We ended up getting a brand new dryer because the old one broke. It was making a very funny noise. And this new dryer, it has fried some of our clothes and blankets and stuff. What are you doing? No, stop doing that. Stop. It's fried some of our clothes, like it's gotten the edges crispy or something. It's really weird. Where'd the other chicken go? Uh-oh. Are you kidding? You did this, Mr. Cluckles. You see this? This is your... Oh, are you freaking kidding me? You both fell down here? And it was almost nighttime. Again. Great. We can make a bed. Back when they were all red beds. You can only sleep at night, but it is night. Finally, we can go to sleep. Mine and my grandparents' washing machines broke at one point. Ooh, cows. Is there a 4th? Oh my gosh, there's 4. All of you, yes. Oh, this is epic. Both of us ended up getting the same washing machine, and we thought it was really good. No, of course not. It has a whole bunch of plastic parts in it that break after a year of use. And so my grandma's already replaced her washer with a new one, and ours is making even worse sounds than hers when she replaced hers. So ours is living on borrowed time, and we just bought it. We were washing bed sheets one day, and it got stuck under the drum, and I'm pretty sure it ripped one of them. I only have 2 wheat. We need more wheat. I know. I will get you more. I know. Both of our dishwashers have broken multiple times because plastic parts have broken. And at least once, a plastic piece in my dishwasher fell down onto the heating element and stunk up the whole house. It smelled so bad, and I'm sure that's toxic. My grandparents' fridge has broken, and they've had to buy I think it was somewhere around $1,000 fridge for basic features. That's a lot of chickens out here, and I used my wheat. Heck. I guess they're getting slain. If you go to like Costco or something, you see those fridges that connect to the internet and have a camera inside of them and have a touchscreen on them and connect to Wi-Fi and all this stupid crap and cost like tens of thousands of dollars. It's like, why the frick do you need your fridge to connect to the internet? This makes no sense. And then your $10,000 fridge probably won't last any longer than your $1,000 fridge that should cost like $300. Her freezer has broken once, maybe twice. Basically, the only appliance that hasn't broken in the last like 2 years is the toaster and the stove and oven. That's it. Every other appliance has gone, maybe even multiple times. They don't make things how they used to. And that's why I think appliances are really a scam these days, is because they're making everything cost thousands of dollars for features that you don't need, and they break instantly anyway. Appliances aren't the only thing that they don't make them like they used to. They also don't make cars like they used to. Nowadays, because of all the safety regulations and emissions regulations and gas mileage regulations and this and that and blah, 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 and businesses wanting to keep making bigger and bigger profits, that we have cars nowadays with hundreds of computers in them, with dozens of features that no one asked for, and all it is a whole bunch of extra parts, which increases manufacturing time and cost of the vehicle. And in the end, all it is more stuff to break. We're at the point where it doesn't feel like things are getting better. We are just making them more and more pointless. And the reliability of cars hasn't gone up either. It's gone down. We have brand new cars that need engines because of manufacturing mistakes. We have cars at 50,000 miles with major issues. It seems like cars peaked in the 90s and early 2000s. They had just enough computers to be really efficient, gotten to tight enough tolerances and just enough simulations to design cars to last and to meet more than their requirements of loads and stress and all that. And so we had engines at that point that would go well over 200,000 miles without rebuilding them. And nowadays we have cars that can't even make it to 100,000 miles without major issues. In a lot of places in America right now, it seems like we are past the peak and are on the downhill slope. And I know that sounds super depressing, and that's not 100% the case. Let's go exploring. Life is just very frustrating when everything is constantly breaking. Hello, cows. I want your leather. Why is leather so rare? There we go, too. They make such weird sounds. Some of them are actually really good sounds, and it just makes you realize that they changed a lot of sounds over the years. We love lighting glitches. Yeah, that's something we don't miss. The rare 4 tall sugar cane. Wow. Should I build a log cabin out here? Should I build a igloo? Life has enough problems as is, but when everything starts breaking, it's just more expenses onto your life and more people you have to call, more places you have to go, more things you have to do, and it's just very annoying. And it seemed like last year we had a whole ton of that. My car's turn signal is broken, my mom had frozen shoulder, my grandpa, his leg got infected after he fell and cut it after like 3 months. My grandma, she fell and broke her hip. That whole surgery didn't go well, and she's still struggling with it. She got a bad surgery. Ooh, ocelot. Hello, kitty. Just wait a sec. Gotta kill this pig. Pig. Cave. Hello, creeper. Aw, man. Some other problems with the house is the house blinds are all falling apart, but that costs a fortune to replace all of them in the house. My foundation is cracking, and the tile floor is cracking with it, and it just keeps getting worse as the months go on. The roof also needs to be replaced. My grandparents, they had to replace their whole roof last year, and that was $40,000. Nice Minecraft music coming in. I do like the vines in the cave. That's very nice. More caves, really? Holy shoot. I want to find a ravine. Ravines are actually a lot less confusing. Like, you're a lot less likely to get lost in them because you can just go straight down to the bottom of the ravine and then just go right back up. There's no cave systems that you have to figure your way through. I'm like, I really don't want to get lost in more caves. Okay, we've explored this one. And now it's becoming nighttime. But we know that don't mine at night is actually false. Some other things I had happen last year. The Wii broke, which the good news is I got that fixed. It was actually just really easy by a $25 drive and a little computer surgery, not too shabby. Laptop decided to stop working. Well, this is a great spot. I can only like half see. I kind of think you guys can see better than I can, actually, somehow. We're on the top of a hill in the middle of the night, and there's monsters around, but not up here. And home is like way over there. My chair broke. This chair is broken. There's a spring, I guess, in the seat, and it decided to just go pung. So I have a cushion that I'm sitting on now, or else I'd have a spring up my butt. So that's great. It's just another thing I have to go do and waste time on is go find a chair that I actually like sitting in that's not $1,000. Every year is bad things that you have to deal with. There's more things that happened last year. You just want things to work how they're supposed to. And why do we just have to keep piling on things we have to do? And why do we have to do other people's jobs? Another very fun one that I had at the end of last year, I went into Verizon to get a new phone, and they have these things called promotions, which are basically like their deals. I had a deal to get a brand new iPhone 16. I've had an iPhone 8 for the last like 6 years, and I was like, maybe I should get a new phone. More storage, a nicer camera, better battery. Those would all be really nice things, and the iOS version's been outdated by now, so you're at a security risk. So finding out that I could get a free iPhone 16 with trade-in, I'm like, heck yeah, let's do this. And everything goes through, the promotion goes through, we think all is hunky-dory. A month later, I have no credit for that phone. And so I call up Verizon, and they're like, that deal was only if you were on our unlimited plan. You should have freaking told me when I was getting the phone, because I wouldn't have gotten it, because I can't just go spend $1,000 on a phone that does hardly anything more than the one that I had. And also the question is, why did the promotion go through if it didn't? Of course, Verizon has all these stupid, you should have read the fine print, we can't pay for the phone for you, now you're stuck with this bill for the next 3 years. It's like, what the frick, getting scammed by Verizon? And that's just another thing you have to go deal with, is calling up these people about them doing their job wrong. Adulting just sucks. This would be really nice to have a secretary to deal with all this stuff. Just to deal with all the little things that come up in life that have to be taken care of, and you can just focus on what you are meant to be doing. You can focus on your job, you can focus on your business, you can focus on making a ton of money and not having to deal with all this other little crap. These two trees are cool. They're towards the top of the mountain. Ooh, that's way taller over there. I mean, I'm sure they're on a mountain, but maybe? Wow, look at that. The sun rises on the overworld. Uh-oh. So here's another crazy story of something that happened last year. There was a break-in at a school. The pig stuck in the bush. They set off the sprinklers and damaged a whole bunch of stuff, and then just snuck away. So school for them was canceled. There was an apartment complex being built. It was all wood except for the elevator shafts. And one day the thing just burns down. Ooh, this could be fun. What if we built a little tree house, but then built a bridge into a cliffside home? Then we could have both at the same time. And it was like the next morning, someone was going to the substation to do something with the power for the area of the burned apartment complex. They found a bag strapped to some of the transformers. They called up the bomb squad and nothing went off. They made sure that everything they did wouldn't hurt anybody, but they wanted to make lots of destruction and freak people out. So we had our own local terrorist for a week, and they vanished and never got caught. That way doesn't have a great view. If there is a side over here, that would work better. I'd be really down for that. What? A snow jungle tree? That's enough stories for one episode, so I'm going to leave this one here. If you liked it, share with a friend, and if you want to see more like this, hit subscribe. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.